Hello, I wanted to make a tutorial video on how to put a Twinmotion file into Unreal Engine 4. Twinmotion is a great program to work with Rhino 7 or Revit or SketchUp or whichever program you use for seamless rendering, and it does a lot of cool things. It has a great asset library, a great material library, and it's a great place to build scenes and do real-time renderings as you work. And Twinmotion is just an absolutely great program to get you started on building your Unreal scene. Here is a Rhino file I prepared for this tutorial, and I'm just going to put the Rhino file into Twinmotion using the Twinmotion plugin that works with Rhino or Revit or whichever program you use to direct link and live update as you work. And here's my scene. And I'm just going to go through and I'm going to start throwing some materials in here and get this scene looking just how I want it. Now Twinmotion runs on Unreal Engine 4, that's its rendering engine, so once I have this scene how I want it, it's going to be pretty flawless. And if you were wondering how you can get the plugin to go from Rhino to Twinmotion, go to the Twinmotion website and go to plugins at the bottom of the page, and you can see they have plugins for all the different types of architectural programs. So I'll download this here for Rhino. Here's my finished scene. I got it just how I want to put into Unreal, and then I'm going to do some VR stuff in Unreal Engine. Obviously, Ming has a lot of tutorials about working with VR and Unreal, so I recommend you check those out when you're done. So just putting the final touches on. Now I'm going to go to the Unreal Engine store, and I'm going to type in Twinmotion in the Marketplace section of the Unreal Engine store, and you're going to see there's a lot of different Twinmotion things you can download. For the purpose of this video, we're going to download the Datasmith Twinmotion importer at the bottom left and the Twinmotion content for Unreal Engine. But I also recommend you go through and you download these other cool packs for Twinmotion. The boats pack is pretty cool. The added materials pack is cool, but we'll do that in another video. So I'm going to add the Twinmotion content and Datasmith importer to my shopping cart, and then I'm going to go check out in the Unreal Engine store. And once I've checked out, I can place the order and get the files ready to put into Unreal. Now, if you click on either of those files, there's a lot of useful things, discussion boards, how-to tutorials on here, so I recommend you check those out as well if you have more time. Here's the Datasmith importer. It gives you step-by-step directions in case this tutorial wasn't clear enough. They also have a help forum where you can go and you can ask questions and other people are going to answer it. So now I'll open Unreal Editor, the Unreal Engine program, and for the sake of this tutorial, I'll just go down to the architectural engineering and construction. You can make a game, film, or television, but I think the architectural ones. And I usually click on the ArcViz when I'm putting my scenes in, just because there's a couple like built-in camera angles and lighting things that just kind of help make the scene look a little better. Obviously, you can do it however you want. So I'll open the Unreal. It takes a little while. Now that Unreal's open, I'm going to go to Edit up in the top left corner, and then I'm going to click on the Plugins tab. And in the search bar in the Unreal Engine plugins, we're going to type in Twinmotion. And we should see that the two programs we just downloaded from the Unreal Engine store are there, and we want to enable both of them. You'll probably get a notice saying that this is not stable or still in beta testing. That's okay. And then we're going to have to restart the Unreal Editor. That'll take a couple seconds and it should go pretty quickly. All right. So now that the plugins have been enabled, we'll go to the Datasmith, and I'm going to go locate the file that I just put together not moments ago, and it's on my desktop. I put it in a Twinmotion folder, and it's build file B, so I'm going to select that, and you're going to see that it has various geometries and materials, and it's all going to be there. And I'll hit OK, and then another window will pop up here, and you can select the things you want to bring in. I usually just leave them all selected, especially materials and textures and geometries. But if you didn't want to bring in your camera angles or lights or animations, you don't have to. I wouldn't see a reason not to. So it'll take a couple seconds to load up. And voila, the scene loads up, and right away you'll see all your materials are there. Everything is the same from the file you exported. It should look identical to your Twinmotion. Now I will say occasionally one or two assets might be missing, and that's just the unfortunate part of this software. Sometimes the assets show up, I've noticed, if you restart the program, but that is just something you have to deal with. And of course, you can just go and continue editing your file in Unreal Editor. So that's the basics of it. Now I'm going to go back to another blank scene, and I'm going to go back to Datasmith and import the Twinmotion materials room. It comes with your Twinmotion when you download it. It's kind of a materials room highlighting everything that's in the Twinmotion. I'm going to import it, and you'll get some errors of things that didn't come in. That's okay. You can just ignore those. It'll take a little time to compile the shaders. And here is the scene. It looks great, just like from in Twinmotion. Again, you can move the assets around. But you might be asking yourself, well, when I import from Twinmotion, none of the animations are working that I was using in Twinmotion. And there's an easy fix for that. Let's go over. Here's the little drones in the materials room to the right here on the desk. And you can see the scene just looks beautiful. I'm going to click on one of these drones, and it's not moving at all. It should be. There's an animation associated with that in Twinmotion. So I'm going to locate by clicking that little hourglass in the content browser, and you'll see the purple drone, and that basically means it's an animation. So then I'll go to animation on the drone itself, and I'll click use animation asset and just slide in from the content browser the drone. Now it's still not doing anything, and that's because I have to go and under aim to play, select the specific animation. Then I go up top here and select simulate, and the drone will start moving. So again, I will show that just so I make it clear. We'll go over here and we'll select the butterflies in the materials room scene, which are animated and should be moving. Again, we'll click the little hourglass that'll show it in the content browser, and there's SK butterflies. Then I'll come back over here to animate mode and say use animation asset and slide it over into the aim to play, and then using the aim to play, select AN butterflies, and when I click simulate, it'll start moving. So that looks great. And that's pretty much all you need to know for importing Twinmotion into Unreal. I hope this video was helpful, and I hope you can make some great scenes in Twinmotion and do what you've got to do in Unreal. Thank you. Have a good day.